Hello everyone! Today we are going to be making a pillowcase. The materials and supplies you are going to need are 2 1-yard cuts of fabric, with one of them being a solid color and the other one being a pattern. And you're going to want to cut those into a 9 by 40 inch section and a 26.5 by 40 inch section. You are also going to need a board to cut the fabric, scissors, clips, a sewing machine, bobbin and thread, and a serger. Take the smaller piece of the 2 fabrics and place it pattern side or good side up. Then you want to place the larger piece of fabric on top of the other fabric, good side down. This means both good sides should be facing each other. Next, make sure the edges of both fabrics match up as best as you can. Once that is done, take the end of the larger piece of fabric and fold it up until you see the patterned fabric underneath. Then take the smaller fabric and fold it over the larger fabric. Think of it as a hot dog. The larger fabric is the hot dog and the smaller fabric is the bun. You want the bun on both sides of the hot dog. Match the other end of the bun to the hot dog and the bun that are already lined up. Once they are all lined up, you want to clip the ends together. Now you are ready to sew. Make sure your stitch length is at 2.5 and place a piece of tape to where the left edge of the tape lines up to the 4/8 inch. This is the distance from the edge you will be sewing. Then you will start sewing, making sure to backstitch at the beginning and end. Make sure to take out the clips before they reach the needle and use both hands to keep the fabric tight and together. After you are done sewing, you will start to pull the hot dog piece out from the bun. This can be a bit difficult, but keep pulling and the hot dog piece will come out. Then take your new fabric piece and bring it to a large flat surface. You will be lining up the pillowcase with the right sides facing together and the wrong sides facing out. In my case, since there isn't a pattern, just pick a side. You will want to line up the edges the best you can and clip the open sides together. Then head back to your sewing machine and using the same measurements, sew the 2 sides that are open, making sure you backstitch at the beginning and end. When turning the corner, lift the presser foot up using the lever on the back side of the machine and twisting the fabric to the correct direction. Make sure the needle is in the fabric when twisting it, otherwise it will mess it up. Then, when the fabric is in the correct place, put the presser foot down and continue sewing. You do not have to backstitch at this time. Head to the serger and line up the stitch in between the 2 lines on the serger presser foot. You do not have to lift the presser foot up on the serger. Once you are ready, start serging and the feet will grab the fabric and push it through the machine. Make sure to keep the stitch line in between the 2 lines, otherwise the machine will cut your stitching off. Unlike a sewing machine, with the serger, when you get to the end of the fabric, you will let it go all the way through the fabric and then some. Cut the tail off as close to the end of your fabric as you can. Then, repeat the process with the other side of your pillowcase. If done correctly, your serged edges should be smooth and straight. Then you will want to flip your pillowcase inside out and you'll have your final product.